Some of it had to be made to sit because you know what? When something knocking at the door, when the trial, tribulation comes, you feel like you got to get up and do something. And see, some of us kicking and screaming and trying to figure out why there's so much friction in our life because you won't sit down. Yeah. Yeah, you got everything comes to the house, you got to stand up and fight. I call them Hophni and Phinehas people. Remember Hophni and Phinehas, fist fighter? If you ever read it over in the book of book of Samuel, you find out Eli had two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, and they were priests. They brazen mouth and fist fighter. And we got it in the church. Get our swords out. Let's fight. Let's take the territory. Ah! Ah! I used to do that, man. Remember we used to do that, y'all? We used to be in here with them swords and pulling down. That's the 90s babies. The 2000 babies are like, what is that? So, in the church, the heavens are open. That's why Jacob was in a place and said he lighted. I like that word. He lighted in a certain place. And he didn't know. He said he called that place Bethel, the house of God. See, we're not waiting on the heavens to open. See, some things we ought to take out of our language. You know, people say, try to, open heavens. You try to get, some people, there are churches that try to create some type of collaboration. When they get together and we're going to open the heavens up. No, the heavens opened in Matthew 3. When that dove descended and lighted upon him, Jesus, he said the heavens opened. And we have no record that the heavens shut.
Yes,
the heaven ain't been shut since Jesus opened it.
Thank you, Lord.
And I can tell you, and just to confirm what I'm saying, just those that are watching, Matthew 28 and 18, he said, all power is given to me in heaven and in earth. And he gave that power, those keys, to the church.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Number 2, it's the place of agreement. Go over a little bit to Matthew 18. That's why we got to get, we got to understand, y'all, we got to have some agreement in the body, right? Yeah. Look at Matthew 18 and 5:15. Moreover, if your brother should trespass against you, go and tell him his fault between what? Thee and him alone. Uh-oh. Don't text it to somebody that wasn't a part of the trespass, right? How many know we do it backwards? Yeah. First time we have an all, did you know sister said so-and-so to me? How dare her? She walked right by me and didn't say a word to me. She called me up and said so-and-so. And then we want to go ahead and grab somebody else and tell them all about it, right? And we become seeds of evildoers. Then we don't know that we yoke ourselves up with the accuser of the brethren. Instead of going to be reconciled. Look at that. Yeah. If he should hear you, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he should not hear thee, then take with thee 2 or more. That indeed the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word should be what? Established. In other words, if there's an ought that is so important, you need to go to somebody who's mature enough to mediate that situation. See, what we do, we don't mediate. We don't look for mediation. We settle for germination. And then if it germinates enough, it's going to be termination. Come on now. The whole relationship is going to be over. When then you should look for mediation. You should be able to say, I value this relationship, especially if it's the church, the mother of us all. You got to be able to say, no, I'm not going to send subtle messages, right? I'm not going to allow the enemy to just dance through my head and dance in my tulips. Then all of a sudden, I'm conceiving something in my heart that's antithetical to us. And then I'm sowing little subtle seeds and don't know that I'm sabotaging. Let me move on.
That's good.
And then he should neglect detail it unto the church. They call it the first, second, and third admonition. The third admonition is just telling you, you don't need to be here with us. The first one, you go to them. The second one, you bring somebody else. Which, hopefully, they can get it. Say, look at it. Neglect to hear the church. Let them be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. So you can excommunicate people. But then, I'm going to go a little further. I don't want to make Debbie Downer. Verily I say unto you, this is the awful part. Whatsoever you bind on earth should be bound in heaven. And whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Folks, listen, please listen to me. You don't want to allow yourself to be yoked as an accuser of the brethren. You don't want to allow the little subtleties that the enemy plays with your emotions. Because what happens, it strips you of your legal right to operate in the heavens. I just read it. You're going to be reconciled. Why? Because when you handle issues right, whatsoever you bound on earth is bound in heaven. Whatsoever you loose on earth is loose in heaven. That's what in other words, he wants us to be able to people talk about portals now, right? It's a big thing about portals. We're portals in the earth. I know it's kind of brash, but we're windows of heaven. And we give people access. Verse 19, and I say unto you that if two of you should agree on earth to touch anything they should ask, it should be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where there is two or three are gathered together in my name, then I will be in the midst of them. Two in my name, in my nature, in my character. When you are standing as one in a building, if we're a part of, we talk about the mother of us all. The result of unity, the result of us making sure we measure our hearts, weighing the balance, our attitude towards one another, as a result of us having, the word is sufeno. That's what it means, agreement. It's really a symphony word. If you ever seen a symphony, different parts, right? Tubas and you got them couple of little, you got all people got different instruments. Violins, right? You got everybody got their own sound. You got horns and all that. Everybody know their notes. But it's only one sound.
That's right.
Harmony. That's what it means. That's what the word means. Being in harmony. That's what we want. It's good, boy. Did I suck the life out of the place? Because we're relationally dysfunctional. Many folks in the body. We don't know how to handle all issues and trespasses. We still handle them carnally. Instead, we don't refer to the manual, because the manual tell you how to handle stuff. And we know if we go there, we're going to be accountable. Come on, I don't want to read it. Because if I read it, then I'm held accountable. No, I like my little attitude. I like when I go around folks, I'm dropping this off, and you know. And then we get so, and then the downside, the ugly part is, we think because nobody like us, that's spiritual. No, that's nasty.
Wow.
How men gonna see your good works and glorify the Father? Then you become the centerpiece. And the enemy will have you thinking that way. They need to get with the plan. And we think we're the person with the plan. So we got to understand that in the church, the mother of us all is where we need to be in agreement. We should search out every disagreement. We should always long for a double witness. We should always want to make sure our hearts are right. I mean, he searches your hearts. I don't know if y'all know that, right? You can say anything with your lips, but he searches the heart. He knows your hearts. Psalms 139 says he knows your down sitting and your upright. He knows your thoughts afar. In other words, he knows what thoughts before they get there. Before you think about it, he already knows it's coming. Now, and number 3, Acts 2 and 47. Let's go to number 3. Acts 2 and 47. Just gonna walk through scriptures real quick. I ain't gonna spend a lot of time like I just did, but we need to understand it. I probably need to just, have some teaching on interpersonal skills. I did a little bit with Abram, but we don't really know how to do things. We don't. We just, we just wing it, on the fly, And then we try to figure out stuff, and then we keep failing the same test and just come through different people with the same situation. No, I understand what I just read to you. That's why I read it to you. My authority is based on, I can't rule in the heavens if I can't rule in the earth. We can sing about it if you want to. We can dance about it if you want to. We can preach about it if you want to. When you encounter the demonic, you're going to try to say something to the demonic. Say, you ain't got no authority.
Amen. Yeah.
I seen them bust people out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when I back in the days when I was at a Royal Face with the boy, them guys get on there, they be out on whatever on Saturday, get up there and try to call something out. Them devils be like, nah, you was with so and so, and you were doing certain things.
That's
Wow.
good.
Whoa.
Yeah. You can't cast me out. You scared. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
You can't cast me out. Look at ya. You scared of me.
Yeah, true though.
Acts 2:47. Look at this. It says praising. You know, Acts 2:42 to 47 is powerful, but look what happened when we all received the apostle doctrine, the fellowship, and the breaking of bread and prayer. Not only that, then the fear of God fell because all of the signs and wonders were being done. That's a whole, and then they had all things in common. But 47 said, praising God and having favor with all people, and the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. Ain't that powerful? In other words, when we decide that we're going to synergize and come into corporate agreement,
Yes.
favor comes.
Yes.
So the church gives favor.
Amen.
You know, most folks want to say, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor of the Lord. But thank God for that. That's the true statement. But we obtain favor in the church
Amen.
when we have all things in common.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Y'all ain't never knew that, huh? Some of y'all trying to figure out why doors are shutting. Could it be because I have an unhealthy respect to spiritual things?
Jesus.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Amen.
But the place of favor is in the church. God has given the church favor.